This video is a tutorial on putting wigs and what type of wigs to use on your Nikki Britt mini ball jointed dolls. This is Jenny, one of the newest mini ball jointed doll that's come out. You can see the wig that mine is wearing right now is the Monique Doris in a 4-5. These dolls are actually really a 5-6 in wigs, so I'm going to show you how to get a 4-5 on there. Now I'm going to take this wig off. I have to peel it off because I hot glue all my wigs on, and that's just for my own personal frustration, so they'll stay on. Okay, so just to show you, this wig is a 5-6 and it's a Monique. And the reason I use a 4-5, when I put this one on, you'll kind of see there's just a lot of hair there. It's kind of overwhelming for these small dolls. So I like to use the 4-5 instead. Now I'm going to show you how to do that using a Monique Bubbles in 4-5. And this has never been opened, so it might take me a minute here to get it ready. Get the net off. Where are you? There we are. And then I'm going to clip off the tag here. Okay. And what you'll see as I try to put this on is it's really not going to fit, okay, because it's a little too small. I can stretch it out as best as I can, but when I go to try to put it on the doll, it's too much of a stretch. It just won't quite go on there. I'm going to let go. It's going to fly off. There we go. So what you can do to fix this, and this is a trick my friend Shira taught me, is make a small cut in the wig cap only. You don't want to cut the hair, but make a small cut in the wig cap, and that will give you a little bit of room so that this wig will fit on this doll. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn the wig inside out. This is just the way I do it. This may not be the way other people would do it, but this is what I do. So it's turned inside out, and I'm just going to cut straight through the center of the tag, straight up the center. I'm going to make a small little cut here, like this, being careful not to cut any of the hair. Okay, so now I've got a cut. My wig that's going to give me some more, got some string in there still. It's going to give me some more slack in the wig, so now I'm going to try it on Jenny again and see how it goes. Okay, after wrestling with it for a minute, I realized I didn't give it quite enough slack. I'm going to cut all the way through the tag this time to make sure that I get, or maybe it's better just to cut the tag off, actually. So I'm going to do that. Cut the tag off, and then there we go. That gives the slack that I needed. So make sure you get the tag cut off too. Don't leave it on there like I did. Okay, now I'm going to try again to put it on. Like so. And what you end up with is you get a wig that's got a little less hair. It's less overwhelming on the doll. Jenny has a little bit of a bigger head than some of the other minis. Now, what I like to do is I like to hot glue the wig down. Some people use, I've seen people use strips of Velcro or mounting tape or whatever. I just use a little dab of hot glue on the wig, and that seems to hold it on nicely. I think I'm going to make a little bit more of a cut in here because it's not quite going on. So you see I'm still going in the center of the cap, and I'm just going to cut it just a little bit more. There we go. Give it a little more give, and you can see I'm still not cutting into the wefts of hair. I'm just cutting kind of the cap there. Let's try that for size. And it's going to be some trial and error. You probably won't get the fit exactly the way you want it the very first cut. I like to make a small cut first and then go from there, so that if I really you can always make a bigger cut. You can't make the cut smaller once it's done. So I think that's good enough. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use hot glue. Let me turn the camera so I can show you. And I'm just going to put a dab up on the top of her head, being careful not to get anywhere close to her face paint. And then I'm going to turn the wig inside out. This is just the way I do it. I'm sure there's lots of other ways. Kind of line it up. I'm going to press the wig down. And see, I'm doing this not to get any hair in the glue. And then pull it down. And then you can still kind of adjust it if you need to. I need to adjust it back some here. Get your hands off your face. Let's see. That was a totally bad wig placement. But the nice thing about hot glue is it peels right off the resin. So I can have a do-over really easily. So that's what I'm going to do right now, is a do-over. I'm going to take that off. And peel this off. You see it comes right off. Just, again, don't get anywhere close to your paint, because if you get this on your paint and try to peel it off, it's a bad idea. I'll try again. Then I want her bangs to kind of, let's see. I had it off center, so this is more the back and to the front. So I'm gonna do it more like this and try to spread it out over her head like so. That's much better. And then pull down in the back. I'm going to put another little spot here and pull it down like that. And it just helps. I get really frustrated with wigs because I can't, because they always slide off and do this and do that, and I like it better when they're kind of on there. I still got this off. This is still not centered. Let me see if I can get it pulled down on this side. There we go. I know this looks really painful for poor Jenny, but she doesn't feel a thing, don't worry. Okay, so now I'm going to use my wig brush and kind of brush this out. Some here. Let's see. This little tuft wants to keep sticking up, but that's something I can fix with a little bit of water. So you can see now I've got the wig on. It's a smaller size wig, so it's less hair. It's less overwhelming on the doll. You might want to pick a style that's a little longer than this. This is, what was this again? This is the bubbles. And that might be a little too short. You would really want to get the 5/6 in this for her, unless you kind of like this amount of hair. So there you have it. That's how you can sort of customize a wig that you have in order to fit one of your Nikki Brett minis. Any questions? Let me know.